Welcome to the Enveo Podcast, where we share actionable insights on web design, SEO, paid advertising, and AI automation. Each episode is focused on practical strategies you can apply immediately to build smarter systems, attract better traffic, and scale your business with confidence. Today, we're diving into a really massive shift that's happening on the web. We're moving from a world that's all about clicks and menus to one run by intelligent, autonomous agents. So, let's start with a big number. $18 billion. That's right, that is how much e-commerce businesses lose every single year. And it's not because of bad products or tough competition. Nope, it's because users get lost. They get frustrated trying to figure out confusing websites, and they give up. This isn't just a small user experience issue. It's a colossal, expensive failure of design.
And this quote really gets to the heart of it. For years, we've just been piling on more features, which means more buttons, more menus, more screens to click through. And what have we created? Well, we've made these digital labyrinths that just overwhelm people and hide the very things that were supposed to help them. We've hit a wall. We're at a point where adding more stuff actually makes the experience worse.
So, what's the way out? How do we escape this clutter? The answer isn't a better menu. It's a totally new way of thinking. It's about moving from simple automation to real, true autonomy with something called Agentic AI.
Now hold on, this isn't the kind of automation you might be thinking of, the kind that just follows a strict pre-programmed script. Agentic AI is an active player in the game. It can look at a situation, reason about what to do next, and then carry out these complex multi-step plans all by itself to get something done. Think of it less like a macro and more like a really, really smart coworker.
So how does it work? Well, what's so cool about this is how simple the core idea is. It's a three-step cycle: observe, plan, and act. And it's this loop that completely transforms AI from just a passive assistant waiting for orders into an active operator. It's constantly taking in new information, making smart decisions, and taking the initiative. This is the real engine behind autonomy. Okay, so this isn't just some theory for a computer science class. Let's look at how it's already shaking things up in the real world, starting in an area that I'm sure we've all been frustrated with: customer service. And this image just illustrates the change perfectly. In the past, customer service AI was all about being reactive, right? It was there to help you fix a problem after it happened. But Agentic AI, it moves the goalposts entirely. It's turning customer service from something that costs money into something that actively drives profit by stopping problems before they even start. Just imagine this for a second. Your internet provider's AI spots a weird billing error on your account. Without you doing anything, it automatically looks into it, works with the finance and support systems to fix it, and then just sends you a quick message saying, "Hey, we found an issue and we already took care of it." You never had to get on the phone, no hold music, no support ticket. The problem was solved before you even knew you had one. That's not science fiction. That's here now. And the impact on the bottom line? It's just staggering. The companies that are pioneering this are seeing massive jumps in productivity, huge increases in how valuable each customer is over time, and a serious boost to their profits. This is not a small incremental tweak. This is a complete business transformation. Okay, this slide right here is probably the most powerful example of this whole shift. On the left, you see the old way, right? That classic frustrating game of hunting and pecking through search bars, drop-downs, and filters. And on the right, one single, simple command that gets the exact same job done instantly. This is the death of the clunky menu. This is the birth of a much, much smarter web. So the really crucial point here is this. These new agents aren't trying to just copy human clicks, which is a process that can break super easily. Instead, they're learning to use websites the way they were meant to be used, by calling on their built-in functions, by using them as tools. It's kind of like having the secret API for every single website, even if one doesn't officially exist. Now, this all sounds fantastic, but how do businesses, how do we as professionals actually get ready for this? What does it really take to start building for this new agentic world? Well, the Boston Consulting Group lays out a pretty clear roadmap. And the big takeaway is that this is not just some tech project you can hand off to the IT department. No, this is a strategic business transformation. It has to start with clear business goals, it has to be built on top of a solid tech and data foundation, and most importantly, you have to be willing to totally rethink your old processes for a new AI-first reality. So this fundamental shift, it doesn't just change the tech we use. It completely changes how we all need to think about building, designing, and managing everything we do online. It really calls for a whole new mindset. For decades, the mantra in our world has been human-centered design. Well, now we have to evolve that idea. We're moving to what you could call a dual-focus model. We're not just designing for people anymore, we're designing for the AI agents that are going to be working for them. Our websites and apps need to be just as easy for a machine to understand as they are for a person.
When you put all these pieces together, it becomes pretty obvious that we are at the very beginning of a completely new chapter for the internet. We're not just creating static websites anymore. We are building living, breathing, intelligent ecosystems.
And to be clear, this isn't just an upgrade. It is a fundamental replatforming of the internet itself. On this agentic web, things like hyper-personalization and proactive assistance, those won't be special premium features. They're going to be the absolute baseline, the standard expectation for every single digital experience.
So I'll leave you with this one last thought to chew on. The web that we've all grown up with was built for us to point and click. The next web is being built for us to simply state what we want and have an intelligent agent make it happen. The businesses, the creators, the marketers who embrace this new conversational future, they're the ones who will define the next frontier of our digital world.